Good morning, Heathlands, and welcome to week 8 of Heathlands at Home's extended broadcast.
This week so far we have had
Dancing to Heal with Wendy and Tai Chi with Annette.
Yesterday was the third Heathlands quiz of the week.
The winner this week was Alan, so well done to you, Alan.
You should have received your activity books and DVD by now.
The theme was Burns Night, and that was on Monday.
I wonder how many of you enjoyed a Burns Night supper.
Coming up from Heathlands at Home.
On Facebook at 11 is Nick's workout.
Live lunch from 12 p.m. to 12:45 over Google Meet.
At 4:30 premiered on Facebook is the recording of last week's live interactive bingo club with Smith and Mark.
And remember, the links for our live and interactive sessions are sent out each day to those who have registered an email address with us.
And to be added to our email list,
please send an email to hah@lbtuk.org.
And coming next week,
we have a new club starting up on Thursday, 4th February.
Heathlands Book Club.
Spaces are limited, so if you want to be included, let us know soon. And coming up right now we have
Sign of the Day with Nick and his special guest this week,
Fiona the Fancy Phoenix.
Hello Heathlands and welcome to Sign of the Day. So it's me, Nick, again, and we have with me today a fancy phoenix, So, it's Fiona, the fancy phoenix. So I'm going to give you the phoenix's name. The name of the phoenix, is Fiona. The name of the phoenix is Fiona. So we've got F there, so we've got the index finger and the one next to it. You put them together and that's an F like that, and it's Fiona. So as you can see, it's a very fancy phoenix. Fiona, the fancy phoenix. So I'm going to give you fancy first of all. So I couldn't find fancy in the dictionary. So this is what I've got for you. So I've got, it's a bit showy. So put your head on your hands on your forehead like that, and then you go out like that. So you're showing. And it's very smart as well, so we'll go smart. So you've got your hands in a thumb like that, and then you're dragging it down your body. Look, I'm smart. And I'm showy as well, So I've got a fancy phoenix, called Fiona. So, what is a phoenix? Well, here's the phoenix. So the best way to describe a phoenix, because again it's not something that's really a sign that I can find, is it's a firebird. So we're going to give you a firebird. So one way to do fire is put your hands like this, so like palms together like that, but a little space in between. And then you move all the fingers, so it's like flickering flames. So we've got fire, and then we can do bird. We've had bird a few times before. So we've got it's the little beak, and it's two fingers together, so it's firebird, bird, or phoenix, or firebird. So these birds are amazing. Look at it. It's red. It's definitely red, reddy pink. I'm going to give it to say it's red. And it's got some buttons on it, hasn't it? It's a fancy one. Can you remember what fancy was? Yeah, so fancy is showy. So put your hand on your forehead, showy, and then you do thumbs up and across, so smart. Showy and smart. So, and why is it showy and smart and why is it fancy? Because it's got a nice feather on there. It's got a feather, so I'll do feather. So This is your kind of like kind of the spine in the feather. That's your spine in the feather, and then you're making the fluffy bit here like a feather. So that's feather, feather, feather. So it's got some nice feathers there, hasn't it? Nice feathers. It's red, and it's also got it's decorative as well. It's got some buttons on it as well. So I'm going to give you buttons. It's got lovely buttons on it. So to do buttons, you put your hand in a circle like that, and you can hold your fingers out like that, and then you're just doing the buttons. So it's like on your shirt, you'd have buttons like that, wouldn't you? So it's got buttons on it, and it's got feathers, and it's red. So that makes it quite showy, doesn't it? Showy and smart. Okay, so what can I tell you about phoenixes? What can I tell you about phoenixes? What can I tell you about phoenixes? About the fire bird. Well, is it a real bird or is it a not real bird? Well, this is real because it's actually here, but this isn't a phoenix. This is just made by Helen. So it's this this little person here is just made by Helen. So I'm going to give you made by Helen. So made is that one. Made, fish together and put them down like that. It's like a bit like a G, isn't it? But I think what you do is it's a bit further across like that. So it's made. It's like hammering something. You make it. It's made by Helen. Made by Helen. So is it real or is it not real? Is it real or not real? Is it real or not real? That's the question. So real is, like, real means it actually exists. Unreal means it doesn't exist, it's fictional. It's not there at all, it's fantasy, it's imaginary. So we can go, is this little creature here in front of me? Yes, he's definitely real, But do you get a bird that's made out of fire? No, that's not real, is it? No, it's not real. So real is putting your hand out in a palm, and you've got your other hand on your palm, but you put it out to the side, and then you put it on that. So that's real. And unreal is not real. Or you can say imaginary, which is the same thing, not real. So you can put your hand up on your head like this, and then you can go imaginary. So you're kind of doing circles. So it's like, it's only in your head really, isn't it? It's only in your head, it's imaginary. It's imaginary. It's an imaginary bird. A firebird? No, they're not real. They're imaginary. So there you go. So the story goes with the phoenix is that it's rose from the ashes. Rose from the ashes. So I'm going to give you those as well. Rose from the ashes. So you rise or rose, rise from the ashes. From the ashes. So this story is this bird rose from the ashes. So it's like the ashes. So rose is just like two hands up, two hands down, and then pulling up. So it's like lifting or raising from the ashes. It's like you've got all, you know, like all the, it's like burnt wood. You've got all the charcoal, all the ash. Then you're just like feeling it in your hands. So the ashes. So it rose from the ashes. And it returned to us. So I'm going to give you return. So put one hand like this. You've got your finger out. You've got your index finger out. And then you've got your other index finger out and the other. And then you're going to go, it went away and then it came back. It went away and then came back. So the phoenix went away and came back. But it's only imaginary. It doesn't exist really. It's only imaginary. So I've got you. I thought I'd show you Fiona, the fancy phoenix today. So there we go. So I'm going to go through some of those again. So we've got Fiona, we've got fancy, and we've got phoenix, firebird, and we've got imaginary or not. Not real. Not real. All real is just like that. And we have red, and we have feather, and we have ashes, and we have return from the ashes, and we have buttons. So that's quite a number of signs today. I don't want to overload you with signs today. So Phoenix, quite an interesting bird. It's got a big old tail here as well. It's got a lovely tail that's got buttons on it as well. And I love the feathers on its head. It's got some little wings here as well, and buttons and everything. Lovely, lovely phoenix there that rose from the ashes. So, I'm going to leave you with a video today. It's a singing video and it's called Hey Mr. Miller. So you can watch it in the comment section below. I hope you watch that, and it's all about Glenn Miller, and I think it's got trombones in it, and it's got saxophones in it, and it's a song. So I hope you switch on and watch that as well. So from me, from Sign of the Day, see you later. And I'll see you next week for more Sign of the Day. See you, Heathlands.
Welcome back.
And thank you, Nick and Fiona.
Still to come this week.
On Thursday, Dancing to Heal, Seated with Wendy. What are you listening to with Jeff? And Football Fanatics with Nick.
On Friday, Nick's second exercise session of the week, Heathlands Live with Spiff and Mark, and Friday Arts Live with Helen and Katie.
This week's Friday Arts Live is Katie showing you skills for drawing landscapes and views.
And now the main event in this Wednesday broadcast.
We have an awesome new book to read you.
And today's book is
The Very Hungry Caterpillar. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through three plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, hope you all enjoyed that one, and we will have a new book to read to you next week.
We are back again the same time next week.
Have an awesome rest of your week and stay safe. See you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.